Hey guys, OGalbina here, and welcome to BBL Week 5. In Week 4, we were able to narrowly take out Chimpact, just barely stopping a Terrapago's reverse sweep. This week, we take on Dell and his BC Leos. Dell, much like us, made some crazy transactions last week before the trade deadline. So now he's going to be coming at us with a whole new team and a ton of motivation to stop our win streak in its tracks. If you guys do enjoy Week 5 of the BBL, be sure to drop a like on the video as well as subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 5,000 subs, and I would really appreciate your help in helping us reach that goal. I also want to give a huge shout out to Mudkip LQP, Diet Tight, Sin of Wrath, Fat Halpert, Keegan, JMG, and Shuckle King for the mocks this week. Also, huge thank you to King L5 for the build support as well. That being said, let's jump into the team builder. Our team, with some new additions, consists of Dialga, Fluttermane, Terramew, Crocodile, Quaquaval, Ogerpon Cornerstone, Shaman, Weezing, Sableye, and Rotom Heat. While Dell's consists of Solgaleo, Urshifu Single Strike, Landorus Therian, Ogerpon Teal with Terra, Latias, Heatran, Diancie, Cinccino, Dondozo, and Wug Trio. Lots of huge threats as per usual. Solgaleo leads the charge as an incredibly strong Uber here. Offensively, it has great coverage into our squad. The combination of its stabs and close combat smoke through our entire team. I could see Weakness Policy, Assault Vest, or Choice Band coming. Urshifu also has quite literally zero answers on our team. As you guys saw, we dropped Pheasantipity. As terrible as it was, we now no longer have a resistance on our squad to close combat plus Wicked Blow. Another one I'm very worried about is Latias. Choice Specs matches up well into the build we have specifically this week. Offensive Trick Room Diancie has also proven to be problematic in testing. With either Power, Meteor Beam, or Weakness Policy, it exerts a lot of pressure. Lastly, the defensive combination of Spadef Heatran and Boots Ogerpon is something we super struggle with. The combination is really hard for my team to punish as our switch-ins are covered really well by each other. This week in preparation, myself and L5 realized pretty early that our standard offensive builds weren't going to work. We ended up settling on the idea of a Mew Wincon stall team, aka Mew Turbo Stall. We're going to take a pretty heavy hazard stack approach, and Dell's only removal option is the very bad Cinccino. If you guys want to see an in-depth look throughout the week process, go check out the video on L5's channel after you watch this one. If you're interested in coaching for yourself, it will also have information on getting coaching with him if you're interested in that. With that being said, let's take a look at Mew Turbo Stall. First up, we'll go over our lead Dialga. This week, we're a similar set to last week, with a Rock 3 attack set and a Lure Type Berry. The 3 attacks of choice are Draco Meteor for a nuke on most mons, Earth Power for Heatran, and Overheat. Overheat gives us a nuke into Solgaleo, giving us a guaranteed KO on it if it close combats us and drops its Spadef. We're rocking a Chople Berry to cover close combat from Solgaleo, as well as low kick Ogerpon. With our Chople Berry in considerable bulk, we can even take a +2 close combat from Weakness Policy Solgaleo very comfortably. The second is our Spiker and Ogerpon. You're going to start noticing pretty quickly that this build is very hazard focused. The whole point is to get a bunch of hazard and other forms of passive damage to set up our Mew endgame. Ogres are pretty standard Spikes, Ivy Cudgel, Power Whip, and Knockoff variant. We forewent the speed tie on Latias to allow for a little bit more bulk on top of retaining some power, as Ogre is pretty strong here in conjunction with hazards. Speed-wise, we only have enough EVs for max speed Solgaleo, we have max HP to take straight hits from offensive threats like Diancie a bit better, and the rest in attack. Third, we have Sableye. The brand new member to the Golden State Gallades has a big task in its first game on the team, and that's checking Solgaleo. Sunsteel Strike from max attack Solgaleo does just a bit more than half, but with Pranks to Recover, Will-O-Wisp, and our Rocky Helmet, we deal with it pretty handedly. We also have Encore to lock into any moves that may be disadvantageous for Dell, and this also helps out with other setup threats like Swords against Ogerpon or Calm Mind Latias. Our last move is Foul Play for consistent damage into Dell's physical attackers. EVs wise, we have a simple max HP, max defense, and a leftover 8 in special defense. Fourth is Big Quaquaval. Once again, Aqua stepping into a more defensive, utility-based role. Quack here is going to function as our main Heatran answer. With Roost, we can pretty consistently take on any hits it might want to throw off, which is good because Heatran is going to be allowed in a lot by Sableye and our next member that we'll talk about in a bit. Rapid Spin allows us to remove any opposing hazard stack, which is super important on a stall build like this. But it also removes Magma Storm. Knockoff is super important in removing heavy-duty boots on force switch-ins like Dondozo and Ogerpon, and Aqua Stud gives us a consistent and reliable move to damage Heatran. Our item of choice is leftovers to take on those Heatran Magma Storms a bit more comfortably. Also, yes, this is Timid Quaquaval. Unfortunately, I had a mistake on Showdown and we have Timid Quack for the week when it should be Jolly. Hopefully that doesn't bite us in the butt. 5th is Big Weezing, also making its debut. It has 2 big jobs here. Number 1 is checking the very scary Ogerpon, and number 2 is getting up a T-Spike. Dell has no way of absorbing said T-Spike, and getting the poison on Ogerpon, Dondozo, and Diancie is paramount to our success. We also have Will-O-Wisp to burn pivots like Landorus and Solgaleo, Sludge Bomb for stab, and Pain Split to stay healthy after taking some chip. Our item of choice is Black Sludge. I really wanted Rocky Helmet to punish attacks, but Black Sludge was paramount in the case that Sub-Leech Seed Ogerpon came to the battle. EVs wise, we have a nice and simple, max HP, max defense set. Lastly is our win condition in Mew. This week we have a pretty fun Terra Flying set, with Acrobatics, Earthquake, Dragon Dance, and Rest. The combination of Flying Ground does Dell dirty, and if we can pop Rest on targets like Urshifu, Landorus, Heatran, or Solgaleo, our Acrobatics become ridiculously strong. Now this set obviously really struggles with Dondozo, but the team right now is constructed in a way that it absolutely bullies Dozo with Hazards and Helmet, so I'm not super worried about it. There's honestly a very real possibility also does not come to the battle. This is not great in my opinion. EVs wise, we have enough attack to Oko Diancie at +1 with Earthquake if we have Rock, Spike, and T-Spike up. And then we have enough speed for Solgaleo and the rest in HP. That is going to be the team for week 5 of the BBL. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. It's obviously something very different. I have not used anything remotely this bulky, not only in Gen 9, but I don't even think in Gen 8. This is, I mean, maybe not full complete stall, but this is about as close to stall I've used. And I mean, I think you could even consider this stall at this point. This is outlast your opponent. Don't have to make any plays. Is slow stall. So no, it's a viable strategy. It was the most consistent way for us to win this game. So that's what we went with. Hopefully it ends up working out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but don't get too upset. Remember, we're all playing Pokemon. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the battle. Alright gang, here we are with the battle. We are connected with Dell. Let's see what he brought. It looks like we have the Ogerpon, which is his Terra Captain. Don't really have to know the typing. It is Grass, or he's cheating. We have Heatran. We have Latias, which is probably the biggest problem to this team composition in particular. There's no Urshifu though, so that is nice. Takes off a little bit of pressure on the rest of the team. Things like Quaquaval can be used a little bit more generously if that is like if it was like a choice band set. We have Landorus, Therian, and we have Solgaleo. We're gonna go ahead and lead off with our Dialga. It basically was always our plan. It's also really important into a potential Latias lead, as nothing on my team takes the hit. Also, Dialga is kind of one of the least important Pokemon on our team, right? It's a great rocker, and it lures things like Ogerpon, lures things like Solgaleo, but other than that, it's not super needed other than getting up rocks. It's really weird. Our game plan is kind of not relying on our Ubers this week, which is, it's always a little worrying. Maybe we're a little too deep in the kitchen, but we'll see. We'll see. Good luck and fun to Dell. Hopefully we have a good one. Nice clean one. Keep our winning streak going. Meow Mix. Okay. Not the best lead for us in the world. And again, part of me really wants to just aggressive rock, but I don't think that's a super smart idea, unfortunately. So we are going to make a little bit of a pivot into our Weezing. And then we're going to pivot out and scout for Psychic. Pretty simple stuff. I don't want to go hard into my Sableye, as I do get kind of bopped by an Earthquake or Earth Power. If he makes an aggressive read turn 1 and goes for a Psychic, the game might be over. But I think that's a crazy play to make. In the face of Dialga, that could very likely be Scarf or Shuka or just really bulky, right? So we are going to pivot out. Get him to Wheeze. And we're going to make the double immediately into our Sableye. U-turn. It's fine. 333 to 305. We can see if he's a special attacking variant too. 333, 305. It's 28 points of damage. I do want to go ahead and calc that. Therian. 28 points of damage. That is a max attack U-turn. So we know he's physically offensive. Ran through comes out. That is Heatran. We're going to see a balloon. It is a balloon. That is fine. We're going to make the pivot out into our Quaquaval. Again, we can play very, very safe in this game. It's kind of the whole point of these like really bulky style teams. And yeah, we're good to go. If we see rocks, we spin. If we see anything else, we knock. That simple. Yeah, pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff. We know he's balloon, so we don't have to worry about any like choice sets. Emergency air balloon. We're going to switch out before he switches out. Pretty pog. It's fine. Again, this is all things we expected, right? We were very, very aware that this could be the case. So we're good to go. We're going to go ahead and just throw a knockoff off. Getting rid of this balloon is nice for Dialga. Yeah, we're pretty good to go. We knock off Boots off Ogerpon if that is going to be the initial pivot. Totally fine with that. We knock off a Scarf or Specs off the Latias. Totally fine with that. So lots of things that are okay here. Lots of things that are okay here. If we see the Latias come out and get a weakness policy, it's a little bit worrying. But I don't think that's going to be the case when we could just U-turn here, right? Obviously, we are not U-turn, but we could just U-turn here. Right? So I don't think that that's probably the optimal turn if we are some kind of weakness policy variant. He's going to withdraw. That's fine with me. We're not super worried about that thing having its helmet, by the way, you know? So it's going to be Latias. We do just about nothing. That thing is so small. Light Clay. That is fine with me. There's no setup shenanigans that can really occur into Sableye. Especially because his, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get out into our Dialga. I want my rocks. I'm recording right now. I'll be out in a little bit. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get out. They're going to double. It's Light Clay, so it's like a Screams Latias, which makes it so much less threatening. Glorilla. That's fine with me. That is fine with me. G-L-O-N-G-L-E. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get it myself rock. So we knock off the Light Clay, which is actually really nice. Not having to deal with full turns of screens. Phenomenal. We're going to see the DNC immediately be forced out. The BC Solgaleos. We take those. Get up those rocks, baby. Big, big, big. Very big. And we're just going to go ahead and click Overheat. We're not worried about this thing being weakness policy. Yeah, knockoff's going to pop. Fine with me. Guys, gonna take a little chip. And we're gonna go ahead and get out into our Sableye here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out into Sableye. We see knock. I believe that shows me over or like offensive AV as well. Yeah, that shows me Assault Vest. So I'm fine with that. Rocks with it. So rock with it. Yeah, we just need to get up that T-Spike. T-Spike is going to be huge for us. Perfect. CC pops. And from here, we likely see a double out into Heatran. I think I just foul play regardless because popping the thing's balloon is important for Mew. So we always just foul play. G-L-O-N-G-L-E. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and just click foul play. Don't have to play super aggressively in this instance. And he's gonna withdraw. He has to be aware of Encore as well, right? Like, it's a really important thing here. Ran through. Is that Heatran? Yippee! Yeah, that's great. I'm totally fine with that. Popping this balloon, really nice for Mew. Mew is like in prime position to win if we can just deal with that DNC or chip it down. So we're gonna go ahead, make the very safe pivot out into our Quackleval. And yeah, we just want to ensure rocks don't go up because rocks going up also breaks our sturdy on Ogerpon, and that's kind of a great countermeasure to that DNC getting out of hand. Also to that Ogerpon getting out of hand if things go really, really sour. We're going to see Magma Storm from the Heatran. That does absolutely nothing. So we can't double out, which is a little annoying, but again, not the end of the world. I'm just gonna go ahead and knock again. Yeah, we can knock pretty comfortably. We can knock pretty comfortably. And with rocks up, like, is it doing a lot of damage? No, but these teams aren't really meant to do so, right? Like, these types of builds really are not meant to do such types of damage. Really, we're just chipping things down, Mew range, win game. That's it. That simple. That simple, ladies and gentlemen. Soul Leo is like incredibly chipped, which is so nice for me. Latias is damn near in range of a +1 fully boosted like acro, like 110 acro. Landorus is a little bit of an issue, but it's also not a Pokemon that's going to immediately like super threaten me. I can also kind of hold on to the Terra a little bit until I feel like I can rest in his face comfortably. So yeah, just gonna knock. Fine. We'll just roost here. And put ourselves in a good position again. We see we're faster, obviously, as well. We know it's Magma, Earth Power. So, just gonna keep her going. He's giving me lots of chip on this, which is just great for me. Okay, we're gonna go and roost. We see Magma. And again, this is kind of a similar set that we've seen in a ton of mocks. It just kind of makes sense, right? It's actually really strong into the team in general, so we will take it. I really hope I didn't misclick. I don't know why I'm thinking I misclicked, but I know I didn't. I'm like, oh shit, did I? Okay, he's gonna withdraw. It's fine. Again, rocks are up. Like we're whittling things, we're chipping things down. I'm fine with this thing just coming in, taking rocks, you know? So yeah. I think I actually want to make an aggressive Ogerpon play. Because the team he brought really does not like that guy. And I think we see a screen or a very weak Psychic come out. We're a pretty bulky Ogerpon. I'm not super worried about that. I'm going to make an aggressive play and get into that now. We see no Urshifu, so I don't feel as needed to keep my sturdy. I feel pretty comfortable in Ogerpon. DNC, maybe it's going to be a little bit of an issue, but really the only way it like super beats me is if it's like a Trick Room variant. And even then that runs out eventually, right? So the big thing is we need to position these T-Spikes. We need to position these T-Spikes. The Ogerpon has not come in yet, and that's kind of our opportunity to do so. Once we can do so, I feel really comfortable into DNC in particular. Like really comfortable. So we're going to go ahead, get on to Ogerpon. We're going to see Latias. I just want to see like a max HP variant, how much it takes from the Cudgel move. Okay, so we see a Reflect. I mean, I'm just going to get up a Spike here. We know that that is not going to be like Clay Boosted. So if they want to get up both screens, that's totally fine with me as well. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable. I'm pretty comfortable right now. So I'm just going to get up a Spike. Really, really helps out into the rest of this team. So yeah. Alright. What are we going to see? Are we going to see a Landorus come out? Landorus with the Reflect up makes a lot of sense. Punishes me for being like an SD Trailblaze set too, which could actually just win the game here. We're just going to see a Light Screen. That's fine. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now. Are we gonna see a Healing Wish? If we do, I want to punish it. I mean, I don't really need to though. I'm playing aggressive. I don't need to play aggressive. I'm just gonna go ahead and get up another Spike. Okay, special attack drop. That's fine with me. I'm getting up all three, baby. How many more turns do we have of the Reflect? We have 2 more turns. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and Spike. Just gonna go ahead and spike. We see that it's reflect light screen, miss ball. My special attack is obviously dropped. I don't think that super matters. Let's see. He's gonna withdraw. It's fine with me. Okay. Glorilla's gonna come out. Now, is it just always in my best interest to knock this thing off and not let a weakness policy? I'm thinking so. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna knock this thing off because it also covers Meteor Beam. Like Trick Room Meteor Beam, we're gonna see Power. Biggest policy, yeah. No. So we see Diancie, it is Trick Room, it is Weakness Policy. We're gonna put a max special attack variant here. Do we see screen gone? The screen is gone. So does my Ogerpon die to any type of Moonblast? Unlike a mod is set. No I don't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and power it. We eat this up. Yep. We're gonna power it. Ogerpon knocks us out. Cool. Nice and comfy. Light screen's gone too. Great. We take those. We got 3 spikes up. We got rocks up. Things are looking good. Things are looking good. Really, I don't know what he does to super threaten me right now. I want to see this Intim drop. This tells me that this is not Scarf. I am going to go ahead and make that Wheezing play. And I'm going to go ahead and get up a T-Spike. We know that this is max attack, so even if it is Psychic, I don't believe it till it KOs me. Oh, I mean, I'm going to burn this. Oh, okay. Never mind. I lied. Nah, I'm just going to go ahead and get up my T-Spike. Power Herb Fly. Okay, Latias is going to come back out. Get a T-Spike. Do we see Trick Rizzy? I think I want to keep the Sableye nice and healthy because I'm very worried. Trick Room ends this turn. Yeah, I want to punish the screen. I'm gonna go into here. I don't want to like go super aggressive Sableye on like a Draco Meteor, because in that case I really struggle with Solgaleo if it gets Healing Wished up later on. So we do see a Healing Wish. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the only thing that really threatens me that's getting Healing Wish back up is going to be Gleo, right? It's only going to be the Solgaleo. So if that comes out, I mean, we're just back in a Sableye. It's that simple, right? There's just not really a great out for Dell at this point, in my opinion. Yeah, we're going to see the Solgaleo come out. Because he's still going to have to take rocks and 3 spikes after this, right? So I'm actually not super worried. So Lottie's dead. It was like screens Healing Wish. I think he's just very underprepared for Sableye. It was probably like a lot of like Sableye not coming type stuff. I don't know. But we always got big Sableye. The counter. We know this isn't banded too, so that's also good to know. I'm gonna go ahead and check some damage on this guy. We also know it's not choiced. I guess we knew that when it's not banded. But since it's switch moves, but also just wasn't doing banded damage, right, with knockoff. So yeah, I think Sableye's gonna just like lock this game up from here. Oh, we're just gonna go ahead and recover. There's not much she can do from this point, in my opinion. especially if he has not boots Ogerpon. If he's boots Ogerpon, he's gonna have to come in on this Pokemon, and then he's gonna get burned. So I actually feel very confident right now. Very confident, very comfy. Okay, this guy comes out. Again, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and recover. God, Sableye. And we can just make the Quaquaval play, you know? We are looking comfy, ladies and gentlemen. We see a Magma Storm miss. That's fine. I'm just gonna Aqua Step. Yeah, and from this point, I mean, I just Aqua Step. I don't really have to worry about any Ogerpon shenanigans, because if it's Mental Herb to not get Encored, it's not Boots, it gets poisoned. If it is Mental Herb, or if it's Boots, then I just go Sableye and I Encore it. If it does any shenanigans, like if it's like Sub-Leech or something, right? We can always stun lock that guy. Forever. So Quack's gonna get a kill on the Heatran. We're looking good, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking good. There's, like, also nothing he can really do into Weezing now. Shorty's like a melody in my head. Okay, cool. So this mon's basically dead. There's really not much he can do from this point. I think this might be a 6-0. And we'll take the diff right now. We will take the diff. Oh, it's long. Okay, so what we do is we always make this, the Sableye play. We Encore Stun Lock it into anything it wants to do. This means we don't have to risk any misses on Weezing. We don't have to, like, deal with any, like, shenanigans. He's gonna Terra. We might even just live a Cudgel, by the way. Dude, Sableye just put in the utmost, man. That's my goat. He's going crazy. Seeing Body Aspect. We're gonna see a Cudgel. You get crit, unfortunately. But that's fine. We're just gonna go into Weezing and we're just gonna click Sludge Bomb. This thing can't switch out and back in, so we're good. Nice little Sludge Bomb. There's quite literally nothing this guy can really do into us. So. I lied, he can get flinches. You're fucking kidding me. Don't you dare. Okay. Good. Woo! That was almost bad. We kill that guy. That's good. That's good. And we should be okay to go from here. And from here, I mean, I just Willow if he lets me. Right. He's gonna knock me out. We're gonna go into Mew. We also know he's not Scarf on his Landers too, so like we're pretty safe right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna Terra and Dragon Dance. It covers any knock play, right? 248. So we didn't get the 6-0 because we kind of played a little safe, but it's okay. So crit doesn't kill us from full. And then we have a no item after this. We're gonna rest. He Sunsteel Striked, he didn't knock. We'll be at neutral when the other guy comes in, so that's good. And we'll be able to sufficiently chip him down pretty well. We don't have to really predict around this. We're just going to go ahead and EQ. So we will be at neutral into Landorus. Well, we are +1 speed. This will be a 2-hit KO guaranteed. We're going to go ahead and acro. Okay. Does fly kill me? I mean, there's no reason to switch. I'm just going to go ahead and acro again. Obviously, he's going to come down slower. That's fine. We miss our acrobatics. Miss. Means. And we're just going to go into our Ogerpon, clutch up the game. So, yeah. We're going to go Ogerpon. We're going to click Ivy Cudgel. And we're going to knock out Landorus. GG to Dell. I know it was only a 3-0, but I feel like we played really well that game. I feel like we were very concise and clear in a game plan, and very, very convincing win. Didn't really ever feel at risk, and we got pretty unlucky, right? With like getting Cudgel crit into like Send Headbutt flinched. I mean, that could have been bad. After that, it's a matter of if he had low kick or not, to be honest with you. For our Dialga, if he did, shit could have got sticky, but I still stand by my play. I think I'm fine, right? Like, I have to get pretty damn unlucky in that endgame for things to go wrong. I still also have Mew, and if he's Ivy Cudgel, low kick, if he's Ivy Cudgel, low kick, and Zen Headbutt, he's not Encore. I can go Mew. I can rest. I don't know. It's definitely a tough endgame, but we're fine. We didn't get double flinched. So, again, if you guys enjoy, be sure to drop a like on the video. So if you're new, go check out Dell as well. Great guy. Makes great content. And I think his team's a lot better, so I think he's going to have a good run towards this bottom half of the season. But yeah, again, drop a like if you enjoyed. See you guys next time. Later.